Hi, I'm Alison McMillan and I'm from Toowoomba, Queensland. It has to be because of the products. My background was hairdressing and I had access to all the great products there were, and unfortunately I had terrible skin. I grew up in outback Queensland. I was mustering on horses since I was 3, and therefore at the age of 30 I probably looked like I was 40. I had such sun-damaged western skin and eczema. The products, funnily enough, was introduced to me by a male, and he told me about how his wife was getting great results, and he's told me I should be using these products in my salon. And I have to say, I was a cosmetic snob from hell. I'm used to top name labels and those products being introduced to me by reps. So when I heard that it came through direct marketing, I went, please, I'm a professional, I'm not touching them. He said something very, very clever. He said, well, why don't you just use them? There's a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't get the results, you can give them back. And I thought, fantastic, I'll do that. I'm up for a challenge. Used them, and I was determined they weren't going to work, and I was going to give those products right back. Anyway, they worked brilliantly. They worked better than all the really expensive top-name brand products that I had been using. And I wasn't telling anyone about these products because I didn't want them to know. And my clients and my friends were going, oh my goodness, what are you doing differently? Your eczema's better, your skin's looking radiant. Have you been on a holiday? We hadn't been on a holiday for 3 years. I was tired, I was exhausted, but my skin was looking amazing. So then I tried it on my worst clients, the fussiest with the worst skin, and they actually took the time to ring me back and go, you know what? Those products really work. And at that point, I knew I had a brilliant product and I would be mad not to take this opportunity. It's like night and day. When I first started, I was working 6 days a week. I had a 3-year-old and an 18-month-old child. I knew I wanted more children. My husband was working away from home long hours, and I just couldn't see how I'd have time to spend with these children. The babysitter had a better relationship with them than I did, and that broke my heart because we didn't have children for that reason. And when Don came home from work early one day, which was just a miracle, my son ran downstairs to my salon and said, Mummy, Mummy, Daddy's come home to visit us. And at that point, it broke both our hearts. We knew we had to do something different, but we didn't know what. I started, because of the products, with NuSkin, and then as it just grew, it was like a juggernaut. And it then within 12 months replaced my husband's income. Within 3 years, completely replaced both of our incomes. But the difference has been I can choose my own hours, and I've been able to be there for the children. I can drop them at school. I'm not stuck in a salon. I can pick them up from school. I can afford to send them to the schools that I really wanted to send them to. And the best part has been school holidays. I have every school holidays off with my children. We've been able to afford to take them to amazing places around the world, Canada and Europe and America, and my parents too. We've just had the ride of our life. So the biggest thing has been a phenomenal income, but it has also been the time freedom to enjoy that income. And my children have had many sporting pursuits. My daughter rides equestrian. We've travelled Australia. We've been to Sydney, Melbourne. We actually went to Germany. And to have the time freedom to take weeks out of your time to do that and be there for her, we've had the best time together as mother and daughter, pursuing her goals and enjoying each other's company. And the boys, we've been football games, so it's just been quality of life with our family. How big can you go? To the moon and back. The age-lock technology, we haven't even seen the start. We're just seeing the tip of the iceberg. And when you see what the company has in store in us, it's like a freight train. It's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I have to say, when you first join, you have these dreams and goals, and you think, oh, maybe that happens to other people. And with the last launch of our latest product, TR90, I've got to say, in an hour that sold out, and Don and I were just sitting there, we could not believe the volume, we could not believe the growth that our business had. It was beyond what we ever, when we first started, beyond anything we could dream of. And it's just getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and we're attracting fabulous quality people to our business. So how big can you go? The single greatest thing about my business is leverage. As a hairdresser, I didn't understand that concept. I was used to trading time for money, and I felt if I did a great job on my clients, worked hard, at the end of the day I'd be paid well. but I was limited by how many hours I could work in a week, and I wanted to spend more time with my family. The best thing about NuSkin is the leverage business. You do the work once, and yeah, you do have to do some work. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. You have to do the work, but it keeps paying you years and years afterwards, and that allows you time freedom. So to sum it up, there's many ways you can make high incomes, but there's no way that I know of that somebody with a family like myself can have a high-end income with the time freedom to enjoy it. Hardly any overheads to worry about, no staff. It's a fantastic lifestyle.